Hello, hello, hello. This is Latonia Hendry with the A Woman's Soul Restored podcast. And this is season 5, episode 19. I am no, episode 20. This is episode 20 in season 5. And I am so excited today because my guest is an awesome, wonderful, amazing woman that I interviewed actually 2 or 3 years ago before we got on the YouTube and all of that. But we had an interesting conversation, and she ended up basically interviewing me. So it was a new twist, but we had a wonderful time doing that podcast, and here we go again. I follow her on, TikTok.
Mm.
She has an interesting platform. Now, if you Google her, it'll say she's a published author, but there is so much more to her, and we wanna get into that today. We wanna have a conversation with Bracha Goetz. So, Bracha, welcome to the A Woman's Soul Restored podcast. So great to have you as a returning guest.
Thank you, Latanya. I'm so happy to be back. I I just love the name of this podcast. I love it.
Yes.
It elevates me like just hearing it.
Yes, yes, that's what and that's what it's about because some women are so broken. And we have to believe that we can be put back together, and not only just put back together, but restored to greatness, restored to greater. So that's what this is all about. Whatever avenue we need to take to get you to your greater and your restoredness, that's what we'll do. And that's why I'm glad you're back because we had gotten so many emails the last time about you and your inspiration and your everything you were doing and your books. So just enlighten us, because we got a new audience because we wasn't on YouTube before, but now we're building that audience as well. So enlighten us on just the aspect of everything that's you.
Okay. Well, my favorite thing to do right now is writing children's books.
Yes.
Um, I write because I was searching when went through years of pain. I was searching for what's the purpose of life. So
Mm,
I'm really teaching this to children as early in life as possible, because the earlier you understand what you're doing here, it changes everything. And
yes.
giving happiness skills, giving
Yes.
children the skills to know how to live a joyful life. If you
Yes.
have that early on, you can go on this like trajectory, just soaring through life, no matter what happens to you, no
Yeah.
matter what you go through. But if you gain those skills early on, it enriches your whole life.
That is
Yeah.
so true because it starts in those primary ages, and they're never too young to learn.
Right.
We think that, well, we need to wait till they get a little older and when they understand, but if your books are so poignant until it breaks it down to where, yes, the little ones can understand the purpose of the books, and just to say that the purpose of life, we need to know why we're here and understand that each of us are different and your books helps do that. It helps that child to develop as they were, made to develop and not trying to follow anybody else, but to follow their own paths. So
Exactly.
I know you have a lot of books. So let us know how many books you have in total.
Yeah, there's now 47 books, and
Wow.
two more coming out. And
Wow.
yeah, I've got to tell you about the
Wow.
newest, the happiness box. This is such an important book. This
Wow.
book, it's about a boy who's never happy with anything he gets.
Mm,
And then his parents get a washing machine, a new washing machine. He's like, "Huh, I get nothing." And then they realize, wait a minute, this box that the washing machine came in, it could be a happiness box. So they give it
wow.
to him. They say you can only think happy thoughts inside this box. How can he do that? He's not used to that. He goes inside the box and he starts thinking of things. What am I happy about? He comes up with a few things that he likes to eat or that he
Wow.
likes to do, and he gets really into it. He starts having a good time thinking of all the things he likes. And then whenever he's miserable, he goes back inside the happiness box and he gets happy again. One day he's on a bus and he has no happiness box with him and he's feeling lonely and miserable. And all of a sudden he realizes, wait a minute, I have the happiness box right here. It's
Oh, wow.
above my eyes, below my hair.
Yes.
There's a happiness box inside your head. Everybody's got one. We
Yes.
just have to learn how to use it that way. And it says in the if you don't want to use your happiness box, start with a cardboard box. Go inside the box and start thinking of all the things you're grateful for. And it
Wow.
gives you practice. The more you practice being grateful,
Yes.
you form these neural pathways in your brain. So like it creates grooves. So it gets easier and easier to practice gratitude the more you practice it.
Yes. Yes. You know, that is so important, and I'm gonna get that book for my grandson, and not that he's
Oh,
ungrateful, but I
good.
want him to get that concept of appreciation and knowing that it's up here. It
Like,
starts with our mental, and then it'll flow through us, because a couple of episodes back, I have 2 co-hosts now. We had a episode about around the holidays about these we buy all these kids all these expensive gifts, and by January, their mind's on something else.
yes,
So, it's like you spent money, some parents get in debt because they wanna make these kids happy, and it's so many the lure is to pull you in and to spend money,
yes,
but the kids' minds their minds are constantly going, so they're gonna get bored. So,
yes,
it's important that they know that the happiness comes from inside, they already have it, but to start in that physical thing, to start in that box,
yeah.
and it helps them envelop to realize that they already have it. So that is awesome, and I'm gonna have all your links to where our viewers and our, um the streaming is still the majority of our listeners, but we're building on YouTube, so I'm gonna have all your streams to all your links to where people can see because it is amazing what you do. And I just love you because you get so excited when you're
Oh,
talking about your work because it's in you. You
thank
know,
you.
you are living what your purpose is.
Thank
And
you
that's
so
why I
much.
had to have you back on here. It's just you make me smile, you bring me
Oh,
joy.
I feel the
And
same about you. Thank you.
oh my goodness, thank you, thank you. I mean, the response I had gotten when I did your episode, it was like and one emailer says she's such a joy.
Oh,
And I was like, wow, you know, it makes you feel good when that joy that somebody has can be exhibited through and that time we was on like just the regular streaming, but they felt it when they listened to it. So I hope that our new viewers on YouTube can get that just through the visual now, that you are just totally you're not fake. You are a living example of being your purpose
thank you so much.
and
You
living
too.
your purpose. It's just amazing.
Thank
Now,
you. But
I'd like to
I want to say that people don't have to buy my books. I want to say it's good to have the books at home because you can review them and get them really deep inside you. But you can also just get the public library to get the books. You just
um,
tell the library, we want this book, and then it gets the message to everybody.
yes, that is
That's
awesome.
People
That is
don't have
awesome.
to spend money. They can just tell their library, this is a good book to get, and then
Yes.
it's available to so many children.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, and that is a wonderful concept, one I didn't think about. Public library, which,
Yes.
these days we have to shift back to doing those things that we did as
Yes.
children. We went to the library.
Yeah.
Now kids are doing this. They're on the games
Yes.
and they
Yeah.
rarely go outside, and we need to
Yeah.
get the kids back to going outside. Now, the times we live in, we have to go with them. If they're not of a
Yes.
certain age yet, we just can't send them to the library
Right.
because we have to keep our children safe.
Right.
But yeah, mom, dad, grandma, granddad, get off the couch too and venture out to the library with your little one and
Yeah.
help them explore all the books that's in there and recommend Braca books too while you're in there. Let them know that it's an awesome book and this is one we're requesting for the library. So that is a wonderful idea and I hope that really spreads because your books are truly amazing. The work illustrations is just beautiful, and just the illustrations will draw a little one in. They're
Yeah.
bright and vibrant, and it tells the story through
Yeah.
pictures,
I
and it's just
I
yeah,
wanna show you another new one because these illustrations are amazing. This is just what you were talking about. This is called The Mother Who Always Said Yes. So what
oh,
happens here? Oh, like, the children want this, and so the little girl is pretending, "When I'm gonna be a mother, I'm gonna always say yes and get my
mm,
children everything." And then she starts dreaming, and I'll get them all these toys, and you see these toys, and the children are
yeah,
miserable, they're fighting, it's like they have too much. So everything in the whole book, it never says that it's a problem. It just gets more and more and more dysfunctional and more crazy in the house. And they
wow.
could do whatever they want and they could have fights and get hurt and stay out all night. It's like total
Mm,
crazy. They could do whatever they want. And at the end of the book, the girl realizes maybe it's not so great to get everything. Because in the book, you watch the whole fantasy actually happen. Just get more and more. And the children get more and more like disgusted by they don't appreciate what they have. They take everything for granted. It shows you, and children are loving this book. This book it just came out. It's actually selling out of every store it goes into because
wow, that is awesome.
it's affecting the children in a
Yeah,
funny way. It's like a funny book with crazy pictures of how it gets like it just gets so wacky with all the getting too much stuff.
yes,
So so it just shows the children like graphically and that's the thing about books, they keep rereading it till it gets into their souls, really
yes,
deep in their souls, and
yes,
it affects them and they understand, "I need limits. Oh, wait a minute, it's
yeah,
good if my mother says no." Like
mm,
like,
yes,
I actually need but they can't picture that. They think they want it all the time. Because the reason I wrote this book is because a granddaughter said to me one day she wanted candy and she asked her mother for candy and her mother said no. And she turns to me and she said, "When I'm a mother, I'm going to always say yes."
wow,
So then I said, "Whoa, let's make a book what it would be like if you were a mother who always said yes."
always said yes, wow. My
Yeah.
daughter's gonna kill me for this, but you're describing her. You're describing her because when
Ah,
she was little, I did have those limits, and a lot of it was because financially I couldn't afford all that stuff.
right.
But just logically, I wasn't gonna get it even if I could afford it. I'm a
Yes.
practical person. I'm not spending money like that.
Yes.
So in her mind, and she used to say that when I get older and I'm a mom, I'm gonna get whatever my child wants. And the
Yes.
only child she has is a daughter. She's 7. And whatever this child wants, which is my granddaughter, and she is so precious and she is
Oh.
spoiled. She is such a
Oh.
sweetie. She's humble. She
Oh,
sits
good.
down quietly like a little lady.
Oh,
And
good.
because she's like that, anytime she asks her mom for stuff, she be like, "Yes, let's get it." And even stuff she don't ask for. "Yes, let's get it." But I
Wow.
told her, eventually now, that might come back and bite you, and I hope it don't,
Right.
but I might get that for her. Because it's like she wants her daughter to have the things
Wow.
that I wasn't able to get her as a child,
Right, right.
and I understand that, but there are limits. You have to put some kind of boundary there so that they'll grow up with knowing that, "Okay, I can't have everything. There is a limit to what I can have." Yes,
Yes.
she's a good child, so you wanna reward her,
Yeah.
but if she's not asking for it, don't go out and get all that stuff. Oh my goodness. So, hi, Shakita. I know you looking. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but it is what
Oh, my.
but we got that kind of relationship. I love her.
Beautiful.
She's an awesome mother, and
Beautiful.
she just loves that baby to just
Oh,
try to give her everything. And I understand because I made that mistake
beautiful.
when she was smaller. And I learned the hard way that when finances turned and I wasn't able to do that anymore, she was pouting, her little lips was way down here, and she was really because they don't understand when it stops.
Right.
You know, they want it to continue to go. Now you
Mhm.
understand financially why it stops,
Right,
but they don't because it's like I had and now I don't. And
right.
I don't want that to happen to her. She has a nice job where she's able to afford it, but
Thank God.
it's excess. It's just a lot. So when you were describing that book, I had her mentally in my head. I was
Yeah.
like, "Kita."
Yes. Yes.
But that is amazing. Just the joy that you have talking about the work and
Yeah.
what it exhibits and how it impacts others.
Yeah.
And its impact of his flying off the shelves. That's what you want.
Thank
But
God.
it's more than just the financial aspect, it's also the impact that it's making in the lives of the reader.
That's it.
Because
It's
what adults don't understand is that if we get a good book, and I know a lot of authors, and I'll read a book and I'll reread it and I'll reread it, but kids are the same way. They'll
yes,
get the book and they'll get into it, and if it's a good book, they'll reread it and they'll relook at the pictures, and it gets in here, and they start
exactly.
absorbing it. So that is awesome that, you realize that when that child picks that book up, they're gonna go back to it, and they're gonna go back to it, and it's gonna keep it's gonna start ingraining in their little minds.
Yes.
Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe it is excess. I don't need all of that.
Right.
And it's good when they realize it, and to be honest, I think my granddaughter's gonna realize it before my daughter does. Say, "Mom, this is too much."
Wow. Wow, but she feels the love. That's the main thing, you
Yes,
know? That's what the children want more than anything. That
to feel love, yes.
yes. Yeah.
So, aside from the books, and I said I follow you on TikTok, explain the videos,
Explain the videos?
the TikTok videos.
I yeah. Well, I do
'Cause it's interesting. It's interesting because well, I find it interesting, but Imma let you describe it because it's like the first time I saw him, I was like, "This is different. This
well,
is unique."
tell me what you saw. I don't know.
When you're dancing and you're explaining while you're dancing to keep the children safe. And yeah, those videos where
Yeah.
it's like a lesson, but you get a dance with the lesson. And
Yeah.
I think the dance draws you into the lesson because you're dancing and you're explaining and you're talking and you're so into it. And I was like, wow, she's dancing, but she's focused enough to
Yeah.
get a point across. And I was like, that is so amazing. That is amazing.
I do love to dance, I gotta tell you. I love movement, which I
Yeah.
didn't always love. I love it. I feel like our bodies were designed to move, and that's
Yes.
another thing that brings us gratitude in life. Even
Yes.
even when
Yes.
we don't feel like moving, I tell people, just, like, do a neck exercise,
Yes.
and
Yes.
just do a hand exercise or a wrist exercise. You just feel how good what did I hear? Motion is lotion.
Mm,
It gets the stuff moving. And oh,
that's
another expression, movement is medicine. It's really
yeah.
what keeps us healthy. It's
Yeah.
so important. I mean, it doesn't necessarily keep us healthy, but it helps us to stay healthy. That's dependent on God, but like we can do as much as we can to stay
Yes.
healthy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and that's important because right now I'm going through an injury in this area. But I
Yes.
move my legs, movement is important.
Oh,
So even though up here hurts, I can still
oh,
move my legs are fine, so I sit in a
wow.
chair and I move my legs around and I can't move up lift my arms but so high. But even
Oh,
in that, I do, like, in front of me motions because, like you said, motion is important, and it
yeah.
keeps us alive, it keeps us active, it keeps our mind to know that you're still here. If you're able to move, you're still here. So try to
Yes.
move something, even if you can't move a particular area. Move the
Wow.
area that you can move. So your
Yes.
brain can know you're still here, and you don't fall into depression or anything like that.
Oh,
You have to keep moving and be a constant and be present. So I just love your videos. I catch them. I don't go on TikTok that much, but when I do, I search you out, and most of the times it'll just show up. If I stroll, they'll show up on my feed. So I just thank you for that, just being authentically different to get
thank
that
you.
message out because there it's important, the work that you do, and it's like it's ministry.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's there's so many different ways to spread joy in this world.
yeah.
Absolutely. I just found something today and I thought you'd love it. I pulled this out of a drawer and I think it's hysterical. It's called How to Be Miserable. And
Oh,
it tells you the 5 steps on how to be miserable.
God.
It's so real. Have high expectations.
Mm,
Take things personally.
wow.
Focus on your problems.
Mm,
Don't be grateful. And last, share your misery. Just keep sharing it, spreading
that's
it.
it.
These
That's it.
are the 5 ways to be miserable. And if
Wow.
we keep these in mind, we will know what not to do.
What not to do exactly, and I love that. Wow. A visual, so you can see because we know it, but that's
Yes,
a visual, how to be miserable. If you look at that, I don't wanna do that. No, I
right.
definitely don't wanna do that, and just spread it, but a lot of people do that inadvertently.
Yes,
Just share their misery thinking they're just talking, but you don't know the impact of what you're sharing, how that's gonna have on the next person that you're sharing it with. And some
exactly.
people really take things inwardly and they feel it. They feel your pain. They feel what you're going through. And then here you go. Now I'm just not feeling it today. I'm the world is just crappy and all the stuff we say, but we're saying it to somebody that may have been having a wonderful day until you came along.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so we have to be mindful of our conversations, the words we share with others, even if we're having a bad day. We have
Yes.
to turn that around mentally and not make somebody else have a bad day just
Yeah.
because we're having one. And if you
Yes.
stay in that mind frame, all your days will be bad. We have to see the good, even when you don't physically see that good, you have to see it mentally and know that it's not gonna stay in the current condition that it is. Wow.
Exactly.
So,
And
yeah.
any moment that we spend being grateful, it's a moment we're not spending being miserable.
Yes,
Just
yes,
every
yes.
single moment counts. So just be grateful for one moment that you spent being grateful. That's it. You,
Awesome.
you don't have to feel bad about when you're not. Just be grateful for the gratitude moments. And you'll
Yeah.
see how they build up. They become like a necklace. Each is a pearl.
Mm.
When we turn our challenges in that's what a pearl does. I'm an oyster.
It
It gets an
yes, yes.
irritation from the sand and it
Mhm.
forms a pearl. And that's
Yes.
what we're doing. When the irritations in our life, the
Mm.
difficulties, we can change them, we could grow from them, we can restore our souls so that they can shine. Oh, this is an image I have. This is our souls. It's our soul. It's not working. Okay, well, it's supposed to be. It shines. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like
Mm,
always shining, and
yes,
then we put covers over it so we don't feel that we're shining. We put protective layers when we've been through trauma, abuse, neglect,
yeah,
and we
yeah,
don't feel our soul shining.
mm,
Sometimes we need help from other people, support to
yes, yes,
remove those
yes,
layers. And
yes.
also, we can strengthen them from within. We nourish. That's the
Mhm.
one book I wrote for adults. Nourish the soul,
Wow.
filling the emptiness within. It's the
Mhm.
story of oh, there we go, we're shining. It's
All right.
it's the story of how it's really my diaries. I took them and I put it all together so you see my progress
Mm,
from like 12 to 32 of
okay.
going through hard years and pain and then
Yes.
coming out and healing
Mm,
and 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 we learn to nourish our souls from the inside
yes.
through gratitude. Gratitude is really the missing ingredient that we
Yeah.
the sooner we could put it into our lives, the more we can be grateful,
Mhm.
the more we nourish our souls so it can shine again.
Yes, that was so beautifully explained because we so focus on what's wrong, we lose focus on what's right.
Right.
And sometimes it is more going on wrong that's than what's going on that's good, but focus on that good because it's always somebody doing worse than what we're doing.
Yes.
And they would be willing to switch places with you in a moment.
Yes.
And I have to keep that in mind myself because some days it's just hard. Some days
Yes.
it's painful. I'm glad this morning is not a painful morning,
Mm.
but some mornings it's hard to even get up. I have
Yes.
vertigo in the morning time, so sometimes it's just,
Oh.
like, very difficult, but I was praying, I was like, "Lord, help me today to not experience that because I know you are, you're energetic, and I want to keep up with you."
Oh. Oh,
So,
wonderful.
I'm thankful that God saw me and showed me his grace that I'm having a wonderful morning.
Oh.
And even when it's not though, I still don't focus on that because if I did, wouldn't wanna get up.
Right.
But I wanna be able to get up every day, and whatever I have to offer this universe that we live in, I wanna give it my best. I don't wanna focus on pain, I wanna give it my best. And sometimes
Amazing.
giving it my best is while I'm in pain, but I'm still gonna
Wow.
give my best. I'm still gonna do the best that I can. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't even be doing this podcast.
Right.
Um, but I give it my best, and I do it because I know it's people that need it. It's one of my missions right now. It's one of
Yes.
for the last 5 years. So, yeah, I'm gonna continue to do it until I just can't anymore. But I love interviewing guests like you and, so many others that just give of themselves, give the world the best of them that they have. And you do that. It's like you're a fireball, and I just love you so much. It's just like when you see people live out their passions and they live it out to the fullest, I love that because that defines who you are as a person. And I have never met you physically. We're not even in the same geographical area, but I feel like I know you because of the realness that you have exhibited not only on this podcast, but just in your platform all around.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Latanya. I just have to say, may you be blessed with good health to
Thank you.
continue spreading all the goodness. It's your and the vertigo. May you be blessed with a healing and with the
Thank
neck problems. Yes,
yes.
you're such a goodness, and we everybody has such a beautiful soul. We
Yes.
just need to help restore souls and help them
Yes.
shine again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's the thing, help them to shine again.
Yes.
Because sometimes when your light goes out, but you're still breathing, You can't realize that I'm still breathing. You're
Yeah.
focused on the light being out.
Yes.
But we have to focus on, yeah, it might be a little dark, but I'm still breathing,
Yes.
meaning I'm still here so I can make a difference in myself first. Because if we're broken, it's hard to be effective for other people. Work on you. And then when you're in the process of seeing your light and sorry,
Oh, beautiful.
it's okay. But when you're at that point to where, yeah, I'm not all the way healed, but I'm able to go out and help somebody else that might be in a worse situation than I'm in. That helps your healing as well when you're able
Yes.
to help others, to give of yourself, to give freely. Because if you're so like this all the time, it's hard to get through to get your blessing, and it's hard for you to give the blessing out. So we have to freely release ourselves to get whatever we need inwardly so that then we can give it right back out outwardly. Yeah, yeah. So, wow,
That's what we're here to do, totally.
that's what we're here to do. And if we had more of that in the world, we would not be in the state we're in today. I freely believe that. If we had more love and compassion, if we were giving out as much as we want people to give us,
Right.
we would not be in the state that we're in today.
Yay,
Everybody's
Latonia.
thinking about me, but it's not about me. It's about us. It's about the village. It's about the community. It's about all of us pulling together because all of us, the struggles may be different, but all of us may have struggles. There
Yes.
might be different levels of it, but we all can help one another instead
Yes.
of not focus on just my struggle and what I need to do for me. So, yeah, I would truly believe if we're free with others as we want people to be free with us, the world will be a much better place.
Amen.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So, is it anything else, any words of wisdom or anything you would like to say or anything we didn't touch on that you wanna touch on before we end today?
Um, Many people I had a problem with overeating. Many people have that problem, like, because it brings immediate pleasure, and we
Yes,
want lasting pleasure in life. So
yes.
we just keep I would just keep stuffing my face because it
Mhm.
keeps giving pleasure, it brings that
Yeah,
pleasure. But the what it doesn't fill the hole. That
right,
hole, nothing physical fills that hole. It's a
right.
spiritual hole. And the
Mm,
only thing that fills it is gratitude. So when we learn to be grateful, we can still eat something. We can eat healthy foods and feel so grateful for how
mhm,
amazing they are. We, the more we find fulfillment in life through being grateful people, the less we have to be dependent on our
mhm.
addictions or anxiety or depression. We
Yes,
fill up on being grateful for what we already have in our lives, and
yes,
we don't focus on what we're missing, because the minute we focus on what we're lacking, we're miserable, and the minute we focus on what we already have, we're grateful. It changes that very minute. So the
yes,
more moments you can spend being grateful, that's how to give self-compassion, loving kindness to yourself,
right.
because then you can recognize that's really what, and really it's what God wants from us. God
Amen.
wants us to enjoy this world in gratitude.
Yes,
That's
yes,
really our purpose here.
yes, yes, beautiful. And that is our purpose to give thanks with a grateful heart. You know, we can't be so balled up in what we're going through until we can't see anything to be thankful for. There's always something to be thankful for and not in somebody else, in you. It's something to be, you have something to be thankful and grateful for. Even if you don't see it, even if you don't feel it, it's there. And you have to say, God, should I can look around and see I'm able to breathe this air. And God, I'm thankful. Lord, I'm thankful. I'm able to walk. If you can't walk, I'm able to wave my hands. If you can't do that, I'm able to call somebody on the phone and give them something to be grateful for. Just thankful for friendship, thankful for just being alive because somebody did not open their eyes this morning. Somebody is family is grieving because they're not here anymore. So think about those things when you're depressed and going through your I am me and woe is me moments. Think about, no, I am blessed and I am here, and this is my moment to make my impact today. This is what I'm going to do. Don't think about next week. Think about today. What can you do today? And something I do every day is when I wake up, sometimes I'm still laying down, but I'm woke. Lord, what do I need to do today? Who do I need to reach out to today? Because sometimes God will just tell me to go through my phone and I'll just send out, "How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay?" And I did that yesterday. Just went through my phone and just started. And I do that occasionally because sometimes in our busy lives, we forget that, you might not be able to talk to somebody all the time, but we live in a digital age where you're able to reach out to people. There's no reason to say, "Well, I can't get in touch with." It's a way to get in touch with anybody we wanna get in touch with, even if you have to go and physically see them. But it's a way to get in touch with them. So, I thank you, Braca, for just bringing that joy that I know you were gonna bring today with a little tears as well, but they weren't like tears of sadness, they were tears of joy. And I think you did that to me the last time, we just couldn't physically see it. But I have no problem with shedding a tear because it shows that I'm alive. Sometimes our tears help us know that we're still here. We're able to cry, we're able to smile, we're able to laugh, we're able to feel grief, we're able to feel, whatever the emotion is. But the key thing is we're able to feel. And feeling is knowing that we're still alive. So like I said, we're gonna have your information attached. It has been such a wonderful joy to have you, and I don't want you to leave until you got everything you want to share out. You got everything out?
All the important stuff. Thank you, Latanya. It
Yeah.
is such a joy for me to be together with you again. Thank you so much. You are such a beautiful person.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so much. From one beautiful person to another. You are such a beauty yourself and authentic. And that's the kind of people I want to align with, people that's real, people that don't feel that they need to pretend to be anything that they're not, but they're comfortable in who they are and who God created them to be, in whatever state that is. Those are my type of people. You are my type of people, and I love you so much. So, for a woman soul restored, if you would like to send an email, send it to a woman soul restored at gmail.com. The website is www.livelifenowlovelifenow.net, and the Facebook page is a woman soul restored. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe, and watch out for her material, her videos on TikTok. Just follow Bracha Goetz, and you will not be sorry. I promise you. And I don't tell fibs. You will not be sorry because she's a handful. She's here and there, but it's a handful with a purpose. So for a woman soul restored, I am Latonia Hendry. You all be blessed. And thank you again, Bracha, for being
Thank
on
you.
the podcast. Take care.